Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. This is my art supply haul, and every day or every time I have new art supplies, it's a good day. Now, first order of business, I want to thank whoever sent this gift to me. This actually comes from the UK. And I already opened it, and there's no sender. But much to my surprise, it's a set of Posca markers, which I had been holding off because I find them expensive. But here you are. And I have, let's see, I have black, there's white, there's silver, and then there's gold. And I'm very excited. I can't wait to try these. I didn't realize that this is made by Uni, which is a Japanese company. It's owned by Mitsubishi. And Uni makes a lot of different products like Uniball pens, markers of all kinds. So it's a very good product. So anyway, thank you, my unknown friend from the UK, for this unexpected gift. And I will try this out in a few moments. So that's my first art supply. Now, speaking of pens, I did take a little trip to Blick Art Supply here in New York, and I got myself another Sharpie. It's a super Sharpie, and let me show you. So it's a medium thickness, which I like. This will be very good for making my lines, curved lines. So that's the first one. And then this one is a chisel point. So I can modulate the thickness. Okay. So that's my chisel point. And then this one I didn't know existed. It's called a Magnum. So this is a hefty size Sharpie. So it's a very wide, I'd say 4 to 5 millimeters thickness. And this will be useful for some certain effects when I want to do a very wide black line like this. So those are my new markers. And then I thought I'd show you this. This is Blick Essentials. This is a white nylon set brushes. There's 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch. And yeah, let me open this up. So these are ideal for mounting, doing collage. This is a 3 inch one when I want to do wide areas. Here's a all around use, a 2 inch one. I use this with my Mod Podge. And then this one is for more of detail work for 1 inch. So I have 1, 2, and 3 inch. And these are white nylon. Now they have one which is like a yellowish brown color. But I'm going to stick with the white bristles so I can make sure that it doesn't bleed into whatever I'm doing. So that's my nylon brush collection. Now, going on to my new paper. This is my new order of Fabriano. It's Fabriano Unica. It's 50% cotton and 50% cellulose. Let me show you the label. So this is my favorite size, which is 22 by 30. And this was, these come 10 sheets to a package. And I think I paid $33 for the package, which makes each sheet about $3.30 plus shipping. So it's a very reasonable price. So in my next printing session, I'm going to use Fabriano Unica and my new Posca markers. So can't wait to try them. So that's it for my art supply haul. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I've started priming my Posca marker, and I've been shaking this for about 5 minutes. And as you can see, the ink slowly penetrates this felt tip, and it's starting to write now. Okay, so I will start by creating a kind of structure or scaffolding. It does write beautifully. It's very different from the Sharpie. This writes like it's made of acrylic. Okay, that would be my Posca lines for starters. And then I will follow up with make these thinner lines. Okay. Now I notice with the Posca, the ink doesn't dry right away because it says here that it's water-based. It's not alcohol-based like a Sharpie. So I have to wait till it dries. So I'm going to speed that up by using my desk fan. Okay, so while my plate is drying with the application of the Posca, I'm going to put together some collage here. This is black tissue paper. And some of the copy paper that I use a lot. Now, in terms of composition, this is roughly a grid pattern, but I make sure that the elements are not in a straight line, they're slightly off, just to give it some kind of movement. I tend not to like it when the elements are too much uniform, like one after another. I like them to be a little asymmetrical. I think it's more interesting when they're not symmetrical. It's almost like a checker pattern where you have alternating elements. Okay, this is my printout of number 8. I find it to be a very effective graphic element, especially if it's in black and white. Okay, so I will let this collage dry and then proceed to start inking the plate. Okay, I'm going to use these 3 colors: parchment, azo yellow light, and vermilion. There will be 3 zones. So I want this to be vermilion right here. And then this will be azo yellow. and then some parchment. So I will start with the lightest color, which is parchment. And then move on to my yellow area. And then finally the vermilion. Now to add some additional texture, my scribble. Okay, I'm taking a chance here. This is not completely dry yet. Almost dry, but not completely dry. But I want to find the result for this. So I'll take the chance. I risk having the collage come off, but I'll be very careful, I promise. Now this Fabriano behaves very, very differently from the Strathmore and the Somerset. It's a little bit thinner and smoother, so it tends to wrinkle more because it doesn't have the body to absorb the water. But I'm confident that when this dries, it will kind of straighten out. There's a really big wrinkle here, but I'll just leave it. I'm not going to force it. So I will leave this on for about 5-10 minutes and maybe use the help of this desk fan to dry things out. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes with the desk fan. Let's see, I hope the collage doesn't tear. It's a little scary because the paper is not as thick. But I think it's a great result. What do you think? So I will let this air dry once more. I'm going to place a protective sheet here. And let this dry some more. Okay, while waiting for the first print to dry, I want to recover this ghost print because I think it's way too interesting to waste. So I will use some Arctic here on this left side, and let me try some turquoise on the right side. Okay, I'll leave this for another 5 minutes and hopefully it will pick up the ghost print and the Posca marker. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I can see some wrinkles again. I guess that's the nature of this paper. It's a little tear already. There's little tears here and there, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. I do like the image. It looks like a watercolor. Very cool. It has a very 50s look to it. Anyway, I will let this air dry. This may end up to be a standalone print, but I'll decide that later. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I went through my reusable stencils and decided I want to put a final layer of iridescent white on top because I like the effect. So here is the print with the collage and the yellow and red overprint. So I'm going to experiment and then see what a layer of iridescent white will do. It's actually called metallic pearl. And hopefully it will give an added dimension. Oops. I have to go easy because the stencils are starting to flip. Okay. I can't overdo it because the stencils are not sticking to the plate as much. I guess that's because I've been cleaning my plate so much that it strips off the oil content. So after this printing session, I'm going to have to re-oil it. Okay, I think I got them all. Make sure my hands are clean. And I can't resist doing this. I'm glad I did because there's still one stencil here. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see what we got. I like that. It does make a difference. See, I forgot another one. Another viewer suggested that I count them. It's not going to happen because I keep doing this on the fly. I don't have the time to count them. I like that a lot. It has a lacy appearance and it kind of tempers down the harsh colors. Makes it a little more pleasing to look at. So I'm glad that worked out well, and this did not tear, and I'm glad about that too. Okay, so let's compare it to the other one. Let me try something. Oh, it did pick up some of it. It kind of added to the texture of it. Yep. Now I will show you how I fix the tears. Take a very pointy brush, very small brush. And this way it's not very noticeable. And then I can put a little drop of black. Now, what I find very amazing is this Posca marker is just as clear as the first one. I wasn't expecting it to be this clear. So that's something to be said about the water-based markers. But the Sharpie didn't do so bad either. So I'm going to air dry both of these and then recap. Okay, this is the last leg of this video, and I'm quite pleased with the result of the first print, actually the second print as well. In this print here, let me put a close up. In this print, the collage doesn't seem very obvious that it's a collage. It looks like it's just part of the background. And the iridescent white gives this very nice lacy kind of texture, almost like a spider web. Especially this part. So that's print number 1. And this is print number 2. It's a very different feel to it. This is more atmospheric. And it's a very painterly kind of look with a mix of colors and textures. Not as much of a hard edge with the shapes, but the Posca marker and the Sharpie provides some kind of structure. That's what I'm after. So I'll put these two guys side by side. So even if they were done consecutively, they really look very different. The only common thing are the black lines. As you can see, the identical black lines of the Posca markers and the Sharpie. But everything else is different, different colors, different textures. So anyway, I hope you liked this experiment, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your support to my PayPal, and I do hope to see you next time.